So have you ever set up a campaign, you've got this great offer, it's great targeting, and you're generating all of these leads, and you're hyped, you're really excited because you're thinking you're going to get all this revenue, all this profit, all these sales, and yet the leads don't convert. And you're thinking, why is that? Where did I go wrong? Was it me? Was it the offer? Was it the targeting? Did they just want the free stuff? Well, I'm going to outline this stuff to you here, and it covers the 4 main points that I found from my experience that are going to be the key differentiating factors to that campaign, that the scenario that I just described to you there, and a highly profitable campaign. Okay, so that leads me on to the first point, is that there's lots of different software out there, and nowadays, like Go High Level, for example, offering all these fancy follow-up systems with these personalizations and these templates, whether that be through email and text or Facebook Messenger, and that's all great. Don't get me wrong. Optimally, it would be used, but it's besides the point. Okay, you're not in a B2C space. You're not targeting consumers. Okay, this is a H2H space. It's a human-to-human interaction. Okay. Now, only 7% of communication, the human language, is what you say. It's the words you say. Okay? About 35%, however, is the sub-communication. It's the tonality. It's the volume. It's the conviction. It's how you say the words that is going to, at the end of the day, convince people to buy from you. Okay? So people buy emotionally, and then they rationalize their buying decision with logic. That's a key differentiating factor there. And so if you've got all these fancy systems set up, it's just words, it's just letters, and it might be persistent. You might have AI and machine learning involved, and I know it's very tempting because it doesn't require much effort on your behalf, but if you simply call leads consistently, and it doesn't have to be yourself. Okay, if you're doing this on a consistent basis, then you're going to differentiate yourself from a lot of other fitness businesses, a lot of other gym owners, because they're quite frankly not doing it. Okay, so that leads me on to the second point that I have, which is the importance of a proven script. Okay, the importance of having it concise. Okay, you need to remember that you are interrupting, quite frankly, their day. Yes, they opted in, but unless you're very quick in getting back to them, you're going to be interrupting whatever they have going on. Okay? And so remember also, what is the objective of your call? Quite frankly, and most of the times, it's going to be you getting them to come in to your gym, getting to see the value of the service that you offer, which is great. It's improving their health. You'd be doing a disservice not to get their credit card. So be persistent, okay? Schedule that time in and be concise so you respect their time. Now the third point is track everything, okay? If you're investing money, you need to know your numbers. It's so important, because how else are you going to scale a campaign? You're going to scale it based on logic, or you're going to scale it based off of my gut instinct, my emotions? You need to know how many people, how much you invested, the emails and the phone numbers, how many times you called each individual lead and through what channel, and how many picked up, how many set appointments, how many showed up, how many converted, and what's the lifetime value of that customer. You need to know your numbers. It's so important, and lots of people know it, but common sense is not often common practice. Okay, so it definitely is worth reminding for yourself. So this leads me on to my final point. Okay, an objection that I hear a lot from gym owners, probably more often than I'd like, quite frankly, which is I don't have the time. So this requires a certain mindset shift. Okay, you're not in the business of fitness, you're in the business of sales. You're fundamentally running a business that needs cash, that needs revenue, that needs sales. Sales is number one. Now, I understand that you might have maintenance requirements. Fine. You might have certain issues with members. Fine. You might need to change certain things on your website. Fine. But it doesn't mean you have to do it. Okay? outsource, remove, like do whatever you have to kind of focus on the most important thing. And again, you don't have to even be doing the sales. Just make sure it's done by tracking everything, having that proven script, and making sure they're calling regularly. And if you can do all 4 of those things, then you will have a very effective campaign. Okay, and I know these are fundamentals, but I know everyone's looking for like these advanced techniques, but it's the basics, it's the fundamentals, okay, that is going to see that massive return and the biggest needle movements in the business, okay? It's just the reality of the situation. And so if you did find this content, this video valuable, then be sure to hit the like button down below. And if you think you might benefit from potentially working together in the future, if you're looking to get to the next level and you think you need a hand in that process, then be sure to click the URL above. That's marketingfitness.co.uk, and schedule a short call and we can see if we are a good fit. But until then, thank you for watching the entire video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.